These are 25 pro tips for CS2, starting with this insane boost on Ancient. Have your teammate crouch at the angle of the wall, then you can get on their head, jump so they can stand, and you will have an insane hidden angle to see over the wall with the cover of the leaves. The most used boost on Dust2 CT side in the pro scene is where you boost your opper behind the cover of the cross smoke. Your opper will be able to see over the smoke towards Sui, picking off any players rushing down to mid or any T side oppers peeking. This boost is super effective because the Ts will just see the smoke and think that it's just being used to safely cross mid to B. However, trap card activated and they get sent to the shadow realm. This flash will help you retake cave control. Stand behind the stone, you're going to aim as shown, then left click throw. The flash bounces off the wall and pops perfectly inside cave. Any T's inside here will get super blind, setting up your teammate for an easy frag. This Astralis setup towards A will help you win more rounds on Inferno CT side. Stairs go peeking at the end of halls to get info for the left side of the stairs. This allows the device to safely hold window while Stalin is watching his mid. This tactic helps Astralis get an early 5v4 advantage. Now had Calyx pushed up to try to cross to the other side of apartments, Stair would have spotted him, which then device knows to fall back. G2 show a pro boost under window where NiKo gets boosted by Hunter so he can peek deep into window and jungle once the window smoke fades. This boost works because it is an angle that's hardly used, so CTs are not checking here when they come into window. NiKo picks off Wonderful and then he can instantly jump into window off Hunter's head and retrieve the op. From Wonderful's POV, he went to clear another angle which led to his death. Brolin and Suhi have an explosive duo play where Suhi nades and pushes inside hut. Brolin will then throw a nade off the hut wall that lands in front of Suhi to where both their nades would have done massive damage to any T's playing close. Suhi doesn't see anyone and continues to search lobby, getting 2 frags. Also, when the CTs are throwing HE nades, T's aren't expecting them to peek with the nade. The T's get caught sleeping and woken up by a nightmare. When CTs smoke off top stairs, one counter you could do is boosting at the edge of this box, which gives you the vision to see over the smoke and into B site. Alistair has his scope locked into any CTs that might think it's safe for them to move around with the cover of their smoke. However, that won't be the case for Afufu. Today's video is sponsored by SkinPlace. SkinPlace is a platform where you can sell your CS2 skins instantly and quickly withdraw your money. All you need to do is log in Steam, select the skins you want to sell, pick your cash out method from all these different options, then click receive money, and in a couple of seconds you get your payment in your account. Don't forget to use code NART to get an extra 3% when selling your skins. Use the link in the description to sell your skins now. Some pro teams are throwing this CT variation smoke for A. Kixon stands at this part of the wall, aims here at these leaves, then jump throw. This CT smoke is really good because if I'm playing behind the default box and I'm holding this headshot angle and you throw the smoke, it is going to fully bloom and take my vision away. I'm either have to be stuck in the smoke or I have to play and swing out to the left here, which is a more favorable duel for the T's. It's a 50-50 duel at this point. And then another thing is, why waste 2 pieces of utility? So if I throw the standard smoke and then sometimes teams will come out and Molotov behind the box when one piece of smoke can do the same thing as the Molotov and smoke. So you're saving an extra Molotov by throwing that new CT smoke. Lux makes a 200 IQ play to counter the left B-side smoke. As the T is planting default, Lux pulls out the smoke criminal play and knifes the planter. Since this smoke is so big, he can go through the smoke safely as it gives him full cover to do so. Try this play next time and your teammates will be impressed. Monesi shows the perfect short flash to set up NiKo to get this 2k. To throw this flash, Monesi crouches behind this wall, aims here, then left click throw. NiKo swings this corner, taking out the anti-flash player first, then he has time to transfer his spray onto a blind Wonderful. So smart from NiKo. One trick play pros use that will always work on the CT side is to throw a defensive Molotov for your teammate and then they peek behind that Molotov. The reason why this works is because on the CT sides, Molotovs are usually thrown defensively, so the T's in their head assume that when they see a Molotov, they're not expecting the CTs to go offensive. They'll let their guard down, and that's when you do a Ferrari peek and show them a lesson. The flames behind the incendiary make it very hard to spot the CTs if they peek fast with it as it blooms. G2 sends Snacks to fake mid presence. He smokes connector stand behind this wall. Not sure what he uses to line up, whether that's his crosshair or the pin of the smoke, but it is a jump throw. Mob smokes window and Snacks flashes himself out. These nades get him out mid safely where he frags a lurking Wonderful behind his smoke while his teammates will contact out A. From here, Snacks will push through his connector smoke with this Molotov that lands in front of it to where he can edge between the 2 nades, surprising him at top connector. This utility set makes it super hard to spot Snacks, and the way the nades are thrown makes it look like Snacks is going up catwalk and not pushing through his own nades. The same play can actually be made if the CTs throw the bottom connector smoke, as we see Spinks do here from short to support his teammates. Also, Peak throws a connector Molotov which lands in front of Spinks' smoke, then he tries to push through the smoke on the edge of both nades. However, he doesn't get lucky enough as he is sticking out like a sore thumb, but ZywOo actually doesn't notice him for a bit, and this is definitely a play that you'll see pros start abusing more. Pro teams are starting to use this blue boost again, and they only bring it out when they have a safe rifle from the previous round or a hero rifle purchase. This boost allows you to have insane angles to either watch top silo, which that box on top gives you cover from the low ground outside to your left, and then you can switch angles to watch the T-yard area, and now this box gives you cover from the top silo. Both angles are super overpowered because only a bit of your head is showing, so the T's will not notice you up there, and it's not an angle that's commonly pre-cleared, and if the T's throw outside smokes, you can potentially see over the smoke. Also, T's will often try to go outside on anti-eco, so you put your best gun in a favorable position. If you want to peek mid safely, have your teammates throw these nades from Lias, who stands on this circle, aims as shown, then left click throw for the flash and Molotov, which uses the same lineup. How easy is that? This flash will blind the Opera holding from elevator, and the Molotov will take care of any CTs holding from window. While this was happening, Dexter, his teammate, was waiting behind the mid box, and he's going to peek off the flash, which is going to try to get him that early advantage duel. This is a must-use op entry peek on T-side Ancient. If you have the best mid spawn, you can see if the CTs throw an instant elbow smoke, and if you see it, then go through it and stand in front of the smoke, because CTs will most likely throw a Molotov in front of the smoke, and as we know, this creates a barrier where you could safely stand between these two nades. The CTs pushing out mid will think that it's clear since no utility is thrown from the T side, but little do they know you're waiting for them. NiKo shows a solo mid peek play where he has a Molotov out to react to any fast pushes, then he flashes bridge by crouching behind the door, aims as shown, left click throw. He then swings and peeks the bridge from window. Any T's on the bridge or T side mid will get full white. Emma shows the best Molotov to take short control, stand on this back wall, aim at this part of the window, then run forward and jump throw. This Molotov will force Mossy back as it covers the back right ledge where operas like to hold short, which is the most annoying angle to deal with. JT from Plexi has really easy smoke lineups for Library and Arch, where his teammates will wrap mid, long to A, and they don't have to worry about these two positions. Let me show you how he throws them. For the Library smoke, standing in front of this wall in the middle of it, then you're going to aim at the tip of this wood that's sticking out, jump throw, and then for the Arch smoke, his teammate drops him the smoke right here, and he is going to aim a little bit in the middle left of this light, then left click throw. The reason why these smoke lineups are good is first off, they're easy, and then he is able to both throw them by themselves. That frees up a player for not having to throw a smoke and be part of this entry pack here. Na'Vi have a cheeky nuke pistol tactic that revolves around JL blowing the door up and then throwing a lurk smoke. While this is happening, they show presence outside to draw the attention of the main player Phelps, and with the cover of the smoke, Emma is able to safely lurk through it to the right, where he has a gap to see towards second vet, taking out Decent T and then transferring onto Phelps' main. Now, this is a play that you can make on the T side of nuke when throwing the door lurk smoke, as CTs won't be expecting you to push to the side of the smoke. I was watching a pro match and I seen a pro Molotov this area by just throwing it off like this, and that is the wrong way in doing so because you can see the Molotov leaves a gap here. So let me show you the correct way. All you have to do is throw the Molotov off this left box, which then it bounces and covers both boxes and the brokey position. It's that easy and simple. Just this one Molotov will destroy any CTs playing these positions. Team Liquid have a new meta Dust 2 strategy where they delay an early hit until long using 3 smokes for A site, so when they come out long, they don't have to stop and waste time to throw their smokes when they can continue with advancing up long to A. A lot of times when T's delay the long take, you don't see them speeding up like this. They'll take long control, wait for their IGL to call the next move, and also an interesting note about smoking CT and cross, it's done on purpose in case the CTs break open the cross smoke. Team Liquid will still be given full cover from CT, and the term for this is called layering smokes. JKS will throw the cross and CT smoke, stand with this mark on the wall, then for the cross smoke, aim top right corner of the window panel, jump throw. For the CT smoke, aim as shown, jump throw. Meanwhile, Twist smokes short by standing at the white dot, aims here, then W jump throw. Use this new Liquid tactic to dominate your Dust 2 games. MRBR have an insane crossfire setup towards A for short that revolves around this truck position from exit and his teammate safe being in A site. Now, playing behind this truck is a cheat code because of the angles. The first angle is looking at the gap towards the left of the truck to see if anyone is near porch. The second angle is that you can spot the T's wrapping long to A through the gap of the boxes, which gives exit the early information so he could win this aim duel, and it works as an insane off angle when that T come around that long corner. Also, you can't be spotted from mid. T's entering from mid to short can't see you, and with your teammate in A site, Eternal Fire, the T's have such a hard time advancing because if they look at one side, they get backstabbed and shot from the other side. Exit's position is also great against utility. It prevents him from getting flash that is commonly thrown from mid since a flash lands behind him, and he doesn't have to worry about getting Molotov like the pit player would. But what if the T's come out apps? Well, that's where his A site teammate comes into play, and that player can watch above him. This was a genius move from Testis to play anti-flash at the long A corner, where commonly pro teams will sometimes delay and early take long on the T side. Testis peeks after hearing the first flash, which does not blind him, and he's able to get his vision onto that first T and sprays and prays afterwards, netting him a big 2 frags. If he was just holding the door at the beginning out in the open, he would have gotten wrecked by those flashes, and he doesn't get those 2 kills. It's so hard as CTs on Ancient to come out mid against teams that throw these mid flashes on Ancient at the start of the round. The T's can overrun mid if they have the best spawns paired with these flashes, and one way of countering this is that both of M80's mid players play anti-flash, looking away from the sky as they come out of window. This is becoming way more popular thing to do, so you don't eat those T flashes. You know when to look up after you hear the first flash pop, give you the time to see before the T's throw their second flash. Team Spirit throws crisscross smokes with Chopper coming out mid doors. He is able to jump spot over the boost box on the right to see if anyone is towards A, despite CT being smoked off. Now, this is a safe move to do in aspect that the CT A player will not be able to see you unless they crouch up close to the wall, which they won't be. This could give you valuable information to where the A player is if Chopper were to see someone, as Team Spirit is going to fall back to split A.